This just in, Jayboy isn't dead. As a matter of fact, you can find him on Twitch, as he's been pretty active on there recently too. I'll be pouring more and more of my time into Twitch as the year progresses, but for now, we had a fantastic launch, almost reaching affiliate status within the first week. I hope to see you guys there. Links are in the description. I'll see all of you later, you beautiful damn people, you. Yes, that's right, I'm not dead. Yes, that's right, I've started streaming. Yes, that's right, I've been playing Resident Evil and some Doom on Twitch, and yes, that's right, I was in the hospital for a while, which is why I'm so vehemently behind on my video schedule. But here I am, here we are, and here's a bunch of new gear that I'm about to throw at you. So, we're using the Attunement of Sky this time around, and for all you newbies out there, here's how it works. Heat Rises activates when you hold down the grenade button, allowing you to glide longer, and it improves your accuracy in the air. It's pretty handy. Winged Sun lets you fire weapons, use melee attacks, and throw grenades all while gliding. Anything that you kill while flying extends Heat Rises and returns melee energy, also pretty handy. Celestial Fire sends out a blast of spiraling solar energy, which is also really nifty, let me tell you. And lastly, who could forget the Icarus Dash, which is basically just a mid-air dodge command that can be used twice before it goes to a 5-second cooldown. So, now that that's done, let's move on to guns and armor. I hereby refuse to recommend specific guns anymore because every time I do, someone has something to say about it, it seems like. That being said, you'll need a scout rifle or a pulse rifle in your primary slot, and of course something that can mow down targets like no other in your energy slot, something like an SMG, or more specifically, the Recluse. Grenade launchers are great to carry when dealing with large amounts of mob clusters, so anything with spike grenades would come in handy here, and now that I think about it, if a launcher doesn't have spike grenades, there's no point to be using it to begin with. As for armor, this entire build relies on the Sunbracers. Solar grenades burn longer, and mid-air melee kills have what seems like a 50-50 chance to grant unlimited grenade energy for a short time. This is handy, especially when paired with Molten Overload, and it can become even more potent when combined with Solar Plexus, which significantly increases the damage of solar melee attacks. Since we're talking about mods, let's have a discussion real quick. If you can fit all three of these mods in there, you're golden, but it is imperative that you have at least a single stack of Heal Thyself, a Solar Plexus mod, and possibly, if you're able, a stack of Charged Up as well. You're going to want to spec into Strengths for this, since the Sunbracers can give unlimited grenade energy. So, I've explained everything that needs to be explained for gear, so let's take a look at what this does. Charges of light are important, yes, but they are not a #1 priority. Mid-air melee kills are your #1 priority, and that's because each one has a chance to provide you with an unlimited amount of grenade energy for a short period of time. This is why we spec into Strength and carry a Breach Refractor. Anything that charges your melee faster is a must-have. So if your weapons are masterworked, then taking charge will be a useful mod to carry, enabling you to stack charges of light frequently and keep the chain of healing grenades going. Every grenade thrown while a charge stack is active is a potential 40 health back in your bar, which is far more useful than it looks. These are basic mobs we're dealing with, not majors or boss targets, which have significantly more health and are significantly harder to kill. Consecutive grenades can cause large amounts of damage over short amounts of time, which is why it is so important here to constantly throw as many grenades as you physically can. I cannot stress this enough. Utilize the Sunbracers. Do not stay on the ground. Utilizing the Warlock's ability to maintain control of aerial combat is key here because Icarus Dash gives you the ability to be significantly more mobile, allowing for quick repositioning or even faster response time when trying to keep grenade chains active. Snagging a Celestial Fire kill while in the air can grant grenade energy, as I've said like 80 times now, and the Circular Energy Flow allows for a melee kill to permit grenade kills, which returns melee energy. It's a circle, and that circle will enable the player to handle large mob clusters effectively. Activate Heat Rises, get a melee kill, hope that Sunbracers activate, and if it does, let the chucking commence. The more grenade kills you get, the more melee energy that returns. This right here is the Circular Energy Flow. It's important that you understand exactly how it works before you just take off into the sky without a single clue as to what you're even trying to do. I mean, yeah, sure, it looks cool, but I mean, Well, it was nice knowing you, is what I'm getting at. There will be times when you end up on the ground longer than you expect. That's normal and it happens. Sometimes Celestial Fire just doesn't activate Sunbracers, and it's vehemently annoying. This is why we carry a Breach Refractor and an anti-barrier weapon, so we can refill the energy required to reactivate said damage chain. The longer you're in the air and the more melee kills you throw out, the more grenades you can chuck, which means you have a higher healing percentage, and this ultimately extends heat rises and increases your overall damage output, which is the key to surviving. Now, I know this video was slightly shorter than normal, and I apologize for the completely unacceptable delay. The holidays, me being in the hospital, having a kid. It's been a very, very busy month. I've been busting my ass grinding in this game whenever life allows me to, in an effort to catch back up, so the content I put out is still relevant and usable before the season comes to an end. So, expect a Titan variant of the Solar Plexus build to come flying at you within the next week. I do hope you enjoyed this video. Again, I know it's shorter than normal, but I hope maybe you learned something today, or maybe I showed you a new way to play this game. Stay sweet, people. Jayboy out.